what do you think is the future of AI, especially in the music industry?
I think
Welcome back to MRE Legacy Talk Show. I'm so excited to bring you a host today. And today we have Stavo in the building. Y'all give it up for my man Stavo.
how y'all doing today?
Man, how's everything going, bro?
It's going good,
Talk to
man.
me, dog.
Yeah,
Good
thank
to
you.
see you, bro.
Look, you looking like the rapper.
Hey, nah, bro. Hey, I try to stay clean. You know what I'm saying? Just something like, man, how you
For sure.
doing today,
Man,
bro?
I'm doing good. I'm excited.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Glad
Hey,
to be with you.
man, let's just start from what the album you just launched.
For that album, a lot of that music I've already had written.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I already had written, but I came with some of those songs already.
Yeah.
Cause that's my first project, and I feel like I ain't gonna say it's my life project, but it's the one that it's the one.
I like
you know
that.
what I mean? And then
I like that, bro.
it's the one you got to get off your chest,
Yeah.
and then after that you can go do your thing. So I feel like a lot of those songs I had written for years. Some of them I had written the next day.
Damn.
You know what I mean? When I came from Georgia, and when I came from Georgia, I already had some songs done, just writing.
Yeah.
That I've already wrote throughout the years. But when I met Radish and I got with Godly Productions, I got to a point where I was like it gave me almost a resurge of energy.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you come with 2 or 3 songs and then I end up getting with this label, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm just like, oh, now I'm about to do like 50 songs.
Damn.
Yeah, but I did have 50 songs. It's 8 on there, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that's how I felt when I met them. Because at first I came with nothing. I came with the songs I had.
Yeah.
And then got in the studio, got to working, and I just dropped it.
Damn, right. Hey, congrats, my boy.
Thank
I
you,
like
thank
that.
you.
I like that. Come on, man. Good stuff. So you kind of mentioned about writing. One of the things that I wanted to know, actually, it's like, how do you approach like songwriting? Like, what brings you motivation to write a song?
Okay, so when I write a song, I always start with the hook. I know a lot of people freestyle, they
Yeah.
freestyle verses and stuff, but I like to make songs that everybody can everybody knows. And what does everybody know on the song? The hook.
Yeah.
So I always start with the hook, go from there, and then I'll go ahead and do like the verse. And I kind of structure it. Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people go in the studio, and which I wish I could have that talent sometimes, where I could just go in the studio and just freestyle for like 1,000,000 hours. I wish I could.
Yeah.
But I come to it as a structured approach. Hook, verse, hook. So yeah, that's how I do it.
Like, how long do you think it takes you to actually write a whole song?
That is tricky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that because sometimes I can go in there and I can do like a song in 10, 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes I'm doing a song for a week.
Damn.
A lot of times, especially, I think that dictates the people that's in there with you. A lot of times I'm in there with very creative artists like D. Schmert, Zion and Tundra,
Yeah.
and like Moolah. They're all in there. Those are some of the artists that I'm friends with. And sometimes I can get in there with them,
Yeah.
and like I can do a
Yeah.
song because
You just dive in.
it's because I'm competitive, and it's like I'm in there with amazing artists. So sometimes I get a song done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But then when I'm just in there by myself, sometimes I'm just working on the song for like a week.
Damn, bro. Hey,
So, yeah.
talking about artists, who would you like to feature, dead or alive, on your songs?
That's a great question.
5. Come on now. Give me
All
some.
right. I'm gonna say this because I'm from Augusta,
Yeah.
and I know this sounds crazy. I want to do a song. I will if James Brown was alive. I'd do
Yeah.
a song with him. But alive, of course, it'll be Future. Gucci Man, of course.
Yeah.
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
I know it sounds crazy. T-Pain.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how he makes his songs, structure them.
Very-
I almost look
very
at
creative.
I look at it the same way
Yeah.
almost. So yeah, I think those are the artists I would want to do some music with.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Why Future?
Future, man, he's talented, bro. People don't understand that he's like, granted he does do like the auto tune and stuff, but he's written songs for people, and he's been relevant for like since 2009, 2010. his first single that he came out with wasn't even his song, but he wrote it for somebody else.
Yeah.
That's a talented artist. I would love to do music with him.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
tough. Hey, before we continue, make sure you tap in, like, comment, and subscribe to MRE Legacy. We're going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
MRE Legacy.
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. So now let's kind of come back a little bit behind how did you actually find yourself in the music industry? You know?
How do I find my wait?
Yeah. So like, how did you find yourself in the music industry? Like, starting rapping and all that
all
extra
right.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So I've been in music my whole life. Like, always listen to music. You know, your parents.
Yeah.
You know, your dad. Probably,
Yeah.
My dad. I know he listened to like all the old school music in the car. Of course, Tupac and everything. I'm from down south. I don't know if they do it out here, but I know you can go to like you go to the gas station, get the mixtapes and everything.
Yeah.
So that's how I started. That's why I like a lot of Southern rap, and that's where my influence is from. But even in like from 5th grade to 8th grade, I played flute, so I could read. Yes, I know I played flute for a little bit, so that's probably when I started making music. But of course, I was watching like Wayne, and that's why I was like, oh man, I want to be a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I see Wayne doing it, and I was just like, bro, like I gotta be a rapper. So I just kind of switched over. And I started with a group of people in high school, of course, high school, middle school rapping.
Yeah.
But I just kept going.
Dude, I like that. So like you mentioned that you're from the South, and like obviously in Washington is a whole different scene. How was, comparing the South and here? Tell us something about that.
Okay, that's a great question. I'm gonna say it's different out here in a good way though.
In a good way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like that. It's down south is, I'm gonna say, not just. Of course, we know the history of the South, and it's the history everywhere in America.
Yeah.
But it's kind of instilled in the South. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's always gonna be there. Not always be there. It's gotten a lot better, but it's. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna speak too deeply on it, but y'all know, if y'all know about the South, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Out here, it's a little bit more. Everybody's more friendlier. I'm gonna say not friendlier.
Yeah.
Because in down south, everybody talk to everybody. Yeah, everybody talk to everybody. But it's more open to music. Everybody's just more open, and then they love to like. It's like if somebody came from here and they went down south.
Yeah.
Where the music is different in that area. So it's like here my music's different. It's still different down south too.
Yeah.
But it's like I could help build a brand, and like down south it's more. It's like crabs in a barrel. I know y'all heard that term before. People trying to pull you down and stuff. They always trying to keep you in the same position.
Yeah.
Out here it's like everybody wants you to win, or at least the people I met they want you to win.
Because you need that mentality if you're gonna actually win.
Yeah.
You need to surround yourself with people that actually wishes you the best, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Versus like people is gonna, every time be pulling you down and just like, oh, your music is that, your music is this.
Yeah.
So I think
for sure.
I think it's necessary. So like so far right now, what's the best memory, as maybe you can say it, as you were making the song, the best memory you had as you were like making a song or just, writing a song.
I'm gonna tell you
best
this.
memory, man.
This is the best memory, and this happened recently when I was up here. That's one of the reasons I'm with the label I went down. I'm in there with Radish or Cupid. That's my producer, engineer. We made a song literally from scratch, and I've probably never done that before.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say probably. I've never done that before. What I mean by scratch is like he's making the beat beside me while I'm rapping.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that was like the craziest experience I ever had making music. I was like, this is amazing.
Hey, that's amazing. Hey, shout out to your label. Actually, shout out to your label. And where can people find your label, by the way?
It's at Golly Productions on Instagram, at Golly Productions, and also add me at Stavo Gavi.
That's what's up. You heard it.
Yeah.
Hey, so like, in nowadays, social media is one thing that actually helps, a lot of musicians, a lot of artists to push their stuff out there. But, also there's that downside of it. how do you navigate the social media nowadays, the AI, all that extra stuff? I don't know if you have seen, but like nowadays you can actually ask AI to just do a whole song and to actually just put it out. So for example, like recently, like there's a some people say it's AI this from Drake or something
Oh
like that.
yeah, yeah.
Like how do you? I don't know. How do you navigate all that, man? Because that's crazy to me.
That's scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I think it does help out because sometimes, like, I know when I had to do my bio
Yeah.
for my music, and I was like, I just typed in AI some of the stuff,
Yeah.
and they jazzed it up for me,
Yeah.
which is good. But then, like, now you got my voice, you can make a whole song. I feel like eventually people are gonna put a stop to it. You know what I mean, per
Yeah.
se, because that's not good for music. It's not. It's no soul to it or nothing like that. I feel like if AI is used in a correct manner, it can be beneficial, but not for the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like the music got to stay with us.
It has to stay, man, because I feel like on one side, it's a little bit scary. If you think about it, it's a little bit scary because then there's no creativity that is in people
Yeah,
now.
it doesn't
It's
have the
just
soul
gone.
with it. You know what I mean?
It's not there.
And that's what music. Starts with.
Yeah.
It's like that's what. A lot of times when you hear music, you hear the melody, you makes your body move. You feel me? It's soul.
Yeah.
When a robot does it, ain't no soul no more.
There's it's just different, and
Yeah.
and so I have a friend of mine who's a producer, and it was like, hey, yo, bro, you gotta check this out. So he said, did you know that you can actually just tap like any genre you want, the whole AI will just do it for you. I was like, wait, pause. Like you can actually do that? I was like, that's just crazy because now he's gonna. I mean, like you say, there's both good way and a bad way, but he's gonna be taking a lot from musicians.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah, it definitely is. I say that eventually, because it can't go on.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be something that somebody's gonna put a stop to. At least stop it from doing that with the music, because at that point it wouldn't be no point of musicians.
Yeah.
Or you just selling your voice at that point.
Yeah.
You just selling your voice here. Let me talk on this mic for a little bit.
Yeah.
And AI, y'all make the song.
And
So-
that's just scary, though.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
scary,
like
though.
I don't know if people put a stop on that, some people might say that's not good. We need taking music.
I'm gonna say this though too. I think the real's always gonna prevail, and we've seen that in history.
Yeah.
It's always gonna win. So yeah, the AI may do its thing with the, you know what I mean. You may catch a little song like when I did hear all the AI songs, I could tell. I'm like, man, that's
Yeah.
not them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It may have the voice, but it's not them. You know what I mean? So the real's always gonna prevail when it comes to that, and that's it. I know that's how it's gonna
Yeah.
be for real.
And
Right now, of course, my bigger art market is out here, but I may look on my Spotify and I may see somebody in Japan or like somebody in
Yeah.
in Norway is liking my music. I'm getting traction out there. So I think AI can help with situations like that.
Yeah.
Or how to market yourself in other markets, market your music in other areas, and just like I say, the more the business side. I think that if AI was used correctly, not with the music aspect, but with the management aspect, it'll help artists be more independent,
yeah.
which is already coming to it now. But it's like right now, with our label, we're all independent, and it took blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? But with AI, I think newer, younger artists, they wouldn't have to go through everything we had to go through
Yeah.
to make a label.
But I feel like that the struggle that rappers, musicians go through, it kind of shapes them to actually appreciate the success.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If everything is just there for you without you actually, looking out for yourself and just like, you know what, I want to succeed into this kind of industry, music industry. If everything is just presented to you on the table, you're not gonna be grateful, for it. It's just like
Definitely.
I feel like that kind of like struggle is just necessary, just to actually motivate you. It's like, today might not look good in terms of the church and all that stuff, but like tomorrow everything is going good. So I feel like for some reason it's really necessary to kind of have that little bit of struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I feel like if I didn't if I didn't go through what I went through when I first started making music, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Cause at one point, like I said, I had music out already. I already had music out
Yeah.
like on streaming services and everything. But I didn't know the business side. And I'm still learning the business side, but I also didn't have a team with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was doing it all myself.
Not to got you off.
Yeah, yeah.
You just mentioned about business side. What do you think about different platforms not actually paying enough of money from from all these streams and all that extra stuff? Because I seen the charts, and I talked to one of my friend, and I was like, "Yo, how much money do you guys actually make from these shirts?" When he told me how much money they make, I was like, "That's just still, man."
Man,
So like kind of mention about the business side and also comment on these platforms, man.
I'm gonna say it like this: when it comes to getting paid with streaming right now, that's like the worst thing ever.
Oof.
When I say that, it's like, cause you gotta think about it like this: we independent, so we get most of our music back, we get most of our money back, but it's nothing. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's literally point zero zero maybe 3 cent
Yeah.
every stream. So it's like when you think about that, we're independent, which is good. But let's just say if you get signed to a label, isn't all your money ain't yours no more. So you know what I mean? So you still getting that 0.3%, but now you got to cut from the label. That's why they push it so hard. But I do see that we trying to fight to get. Listen, this will sound crazy. We
Yeah.
fighting to get 1 cent for a stream.
That's crazy.
Like we going to Congress for 1 cent.
That's insane.
That's really, and that's crazy. But it's like, and you anybody else who don't do music, they'll be like, damn, for 1 cent. But we like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
good because
yeah.
we've been getting 0.300%, and I think that's why a lot of people give up or they just don't care and stuff like that. I was talking about it earlier. You can, I feel like that's how we miss a lot of good artists because you could be the best artist, but if you ain't marketed right and you slaving over your music and you look in your account and you get $20 from like 1,000 something streams, or like not even 1,000, like more than that. A lot of
Yeah,
streams.
because my friend he showed me, I was like, hey, yo, that's a lot of streams. But if you look at how much they pay, you just like, wait a minute, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's not, and then labels, they got to rework contracts because a lot of the contracts that they do have now, well, it's like it's based off the old era where people were just where people actually selling CDs and stuff. They found out that they ain't making money off that no more. A lot of
You
these
remember
artists
the
ain't-
days when people were selling CDs, bro?
Man, I remember.
Oh,
Bro,
man.
I love it. I used to have CDs myself. I had Soldier Boy. That was my first CD.
Oh, yeah.
DeAndre Way, Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
I got it from my mom for Christmas, and like
Wow.
that was my first CD. Like, well, I had older CDs before, but that was like the one I thought was cool. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Soldier
Yeah.
Boy at the time. So yeah, but it's like a lot of those are a lot of the contracts that labels have are reworked for that. So I think we need to fix the contracts and start getting paid some more.
I like that. I like that. So, I mean, to someone who's just watching this, you guys might not be familiar with labels. Like, can you just comment? Maybe in the future we're gonna invite one of the label owner, and then we're gonna talk about more. But like, how does actually a label work?
So that's a great question. A label, they I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you how these labels work. And I'm gonna tell you how our label works. A lot of labels, they set you up. They get you on platforms like this. You know what I mean? Of course, we knew each other, so
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
it was through actually friendship. But let's just say we didn't know each other, they'll get you on platforms. They upload your music. I mean, honestly, now labels do everything that a label do. I mean, we can all do it ourselves, but they get you on podcasts, they get you on playlisting. Playlisting's a major thing. Music videos, everything that you got right now, like get you in advance. I mean, that's good and bad. It's really just a loan, but they get you money up front and really push you. Because when you sign to a label, they own you. But I'm gonna say how our label works. Our label is way different from that. Our label is because we're all coming up together. You know what I mean? So it's like we're more of a family. We basically, we get our music up. We also record each other. You know what I mean? We get recordings. Our label, we have a studio, so you can go there and record. If you're a part of our label, you may get a discounted rate, but we still pay in because we're investing in ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we invest in ourselves by making this music. So even though we part of the label, we still make sure, hey, we gonna make sure we keep this label running until we're at that point. So we do that. It gets us. We do shows. Helps us do shows. We have a photographer on our label. We have a videographer on our label. We have people that get us on podcasts and YouTube channels. So it's like that's our label, and it's all family. Even if you just need to sit down and talk, because sometimes we artists, we emotional. So
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it now. We're gonna talk about it.
Artists are very emotional. I can tell you that. Not just, and that's good because that means we can put it in our music.
Yeah.
So we got people. If you just need to sit down and talk, just sit down and talk to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we do it like that. That's how our label is.
So you kind of mentioned about something about emotions. Now let's talk about emotions and actually writing music. How do you let your emotions out? You know, like is it through writing music? Like how do you deal with that? Because it was just literally on one of the things I was gonna ask you.
That's good.
How do you especially being a black man? Let's just be honest. We just like that world out there is not. It's not meant for us.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? We have to just push it through. And I mean, regardless of the rest, but as a man, you have to actually do extra work.
Definitely.
So how do you actually, in terms of handling your emotions, how do you do that?
I do it by writing. I'm not really, for the longest, I wasn't really a talker. And sometimes I can't, like even now in this interview, I'm trying to put my words together a little bit, but I can always write it.
Yeah.
So it's like whenever I'm frustrated, whenever I just had to say something to somebody, and I can write it down. I feel like that's like, whenever I'm emotional, I write it down, and then I end up going to the studio, and that a lot of times that's our best work. That's like my best work when I'm emotional, or like, so I always write it down, write down how I'm feeling, and I just put it in rhymes. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I don't know if like, sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who feel like that, but then it's like when you drop the music, it's like you hit people out. I feel it.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So it's like that helps you out too, because it's like you understand that you ain't the only one going through it. Yeah.
I like that.
I know I said this before. I'm from Augusta. James Brown is probably one of the greatest performers of all time.
Yeah.
So it's like I gotta represent.
You have to.
Yeah, for sure. And also I hate to bring it back to them because it is about us, like us talking. But I got to because they're the people that help me out. I have it's an artist named D. Schmirt, and also some artists I've worked with, Moolah, them too. I've been on stage with them, and I saw their stage presence, and watching their stage presence influenced mine to make me better. Because it's like now I'm not up there just standing.
Yeah.
It's like I see these guys up there jumping around, dancing, bobbing and moving. That made me want to bob and move. It's like, okay, I can do that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I try to go in there and try to be cool, but it's like, you could be cool, but it's also get lit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yep.
man. So before we end, there are two questions I want to ask you. Like in terms of people who you actually look up to, who are those people that you look up to? if, for example, if you wanna, achieve some, in your music, who are those people you look up to? Like, I look up to you, man.
So just could it be anybody or just artists?
Anybody.
Anybody. I'm gonna say first person I look up to. I'm gonna give y'all the music. I'm gonna give you a music wise. I'm gonna say, and I hate Wayne, Little Wayne. He's been doing it since before I was born, and I watched it, like literally watched it from top to bottom, like from beginning to like there now, and he's still doing it at a high skill level. So that's one. I'm gonna say my dad. Of course, he ain't gonna. This is no order.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But my pop, he's like, he taught me a lot of skills about life and stuff. I ain't trying to be sentimental, but definitely my dad. He's one of them. I've seen him. I'm gonna say a lot of the stuff that I feel like I went through, and I felt like nobody would went through it. He's been through worse, and I found out later in life. As an adult, versus like he was going through this when I was a kid, or like going through this, you know what I mean, as I was growing up, but I could never tell because he's just a strong brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say third, I'm gonna say my friend Walter. He got me into music. That's my dog. I don't really talk to him like that right now, but it's all love, and he's like first person jumped me into music. So I feel like if it was for him, I probably wouldn't be rapping right now.
Yep.
And that's just, I got to give it up to him, you feel me? Four, let me see. I'm gonna say Future. I know that's how I got to do Future. He a hit maker, and that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
So that's four. And then lastly, look up to, I gotta think. This is a great question. Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Yeah, one more. All right, I hate no dead air. We gonna say I would say ASAP. ASAP Rocky. I know that sounds crazy, but bro, he don't make a lot of music no more. But bro, like I seen ASAP Mob in them, and I was like, oh, this is hard.
He got money now.
Yeah, he get money. He was a billionaire now.
Yeah.
But
I mean, hey, he got to do what he got to do, man.
Look where he came from. Like
Yeah,
I remember Peso though, and like just his style. If you don't see his style from 2012, his style from 2012 to now, like people are still wearing like the stuff that he made popping, and just this, man, you crazy. Gold teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't the one who started the gold teeth, but he
kind of jumped on that train and it just went up.
Yeah, he brought it back. Yeah, you know what I mean, and everything. So it's like I say ASAP. That's the last one.
I like that. So my last question is this: what advice would you give to an aspiring musician, someone who's just trying to start in the music industry right now? What advice would you give them?
I would say that's a great question, by the way. If I could, I'm gonna tell every artist that's just starting, bro, keep going. Like even when you feel like it's not gonna work out, keep going. It's so many ways to make music right now. You don't have to go into a professional studio, but even if you still try to find one and let them know your situation. That's what I did. And that's what got me, I'm still here. That's what got me here. And I've seen it so many times. Because we not the only good people out here. You know what I mean? I know some people in the world, if you go up to a young kid come up to me and say, hey, I rap. I'm going to, even though they may think that nobody else will do it, in my head, I'll be like, I'm going to give this kid a shot. So keep going. Keep sending your music out. If you gotta get on your phone on BandLab and record it, do it. And save it for later till you find it. But just don't stop, don't look at what other people are, how other people are doing, and don't base that off of where you at right now. Cause they had to go through the same thing. So just keep going. That's my never stop.
That.
Never
I
stop.
like that, man. Now before we end, do you have shout out to where people should find your music? where they're gonna find you, social media, all that. I know you kind of mentioned it,
Yeah.
but like it's like
You let them know.
yeah,
At Stavo Gavi on Instagram. On my album's on everything. It's called Stavo by Stavo. You gonna see me. You gonna see the teeth. So
Yeah.
you feel me? It's gonna be on there. You go ahead and get on there. Download all my music. I got music for everybody on there. I got music for the trappers. I got music for the lit. I got music for the ladies. I got music for everybody on there. It's a song for everybody on there. If you just fed up with somebody, I got music for that too. So it's all on there. Just check it out, please.
yeah.
And more's on the way.
Definitely. As you guys know, I will be putting every information down here. So make sure you go check in, like, comment, and listen to my boy Stavo. And as usual, we love you all. And hey, tap in, subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Peace.